Hey guys, Thrasher here. Pokemon Masters has released a new gameplay trailer as well as some updates on their site, and we're getting co-op gameplay. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so there's a gameplay trailer on YouTube, which you can see right here. We're going to play it, and I'm going to pause it at parts where I think there's important things that we need to note. We'll watch the actual gameplay itself. At the end, there is actually a bunch of fine text that we need to read, and there's some things that we can learn from that. And then we'll jump over and look at the game site to see what else we can learn about the co-op battles and anything else that they're talking about in this video. So let's go ahead and hit play, and I will be linking the web page itself in the description, so that way you can see that as well. So we hit play. They're showing off obviously some of the Pokemon anime characters as well as the sync pairs, people we're going to see in the game. There's Brock, team up with famous trainers. They have anime specific characters. They have characters from just the games. So build a team, cool. This is all fine. Show off the sync pairs. All of this stuff we've seen before, still looks cool. One thing to note here, you can't hear that these are actually being voice acted, all of the sync pairs. Now, this is going to be real-time battle. Some people already knew that. It's going to be 3-on-3 format. Trainers provide support in battle. So you're going to have your abilities to power up. You can use potions, fight alongside your friends in co-op battles. So that's the huge thing that we were talking about. Let's pause it right here. So the co-op battles are pretty huge. We already knew that it was going to be 3-on-3 battles. We already had a pretty good idea that it was real time. The items that the trainers can use, whether it's potions, whether it's attack up, whatever you're using, that's new, but it was kind of assumed. You probably were going to be able to use some type of support item to help your characters out. And outside of that, we also knew that each of these Pokemon have multiple attacks, and then you can see on the right side the trainer does something. But beyond just these attacks, there's an added ability, added attack, whatever you want to call it, that we're going to see here in just a moment in the actual co-op gameplay. So let's go ahead and hit play again and keep watching here. The three players that are playing together can use what's called a unity attack, and the idea is the unity attack is this ultra powerful thing that allows you to beat the ultra powerful opponent that you can only fight in co-op. So let's pause this right here. Here's the huge thing. So release plan for summer 2019. As I said in a previous video, I'm pretty sure that this is probably going to be sometime early August, maybe mid-August, because they said on their Twitter post that they're going to be showing off sync pairs all throughout the month of July, which means that they're probably not going to release it until they show off however many sync pairs they want to show off, which will be to the end of the month. So at the very earliest, early August. I think mid-August is probably what makes the most sense, but also summer 2019 doesn't end until about the middle of September, so technically it could be as late as September. I don't think it'll be that long. We'll have to see. But here's the huge thing. If you go to right here, it says free to start with purchasable items. So that pretty much guarantees this is going to be a gacha game. For anyone that doesn't know or has never played a gacha game before, essentially what that means is you're going to have a starter character or maybe a few starter characters, sync pairs, whatever you want to call them, and as you go through the game, you're going to get premium currency. You're going to use that premium currency to essentially play a slot machine that's going to give you more sync pairs, and the only way that you can get those sync pairs is through the premium currency that's given to you through the game or paying actual money to get more premium currency. So that's something that you're going to have to factor in, and in a completely different video, I'm going to make my top 5 tips for new gacha players who have never played a gacha game before and don't really understand how summon banners are going to work and when you should actually be spending your premium currency and when you should be saving it, because there are going to be cases where they're trying to get you to use your premium currency right before they give you a much better option, because they play those types of games with you to try to get money out of you. That'll be in a completely separate video. So now we can back out of here, and that's pretty much it for this, and we're going to go over to the actual site itself, and this is where they actually talk about all of the battle stuff that they've released so far. I will have a link to this in the description, but you can also see right here, it's PokemonMasters-game.com /en-us/battles. Be a link in the description. Real-time battles, so it's going to be 3-on-3 with Pokemon Masters and their actual Pokemon themselves. Use your move gauge, which fills as time passes, to unleash powerful moves such as Thunderbolt and Flamethrower. Your team shares the move gauge, so it's essential to carefully decide which your sync pairs use as a move. So it's not like you have 3 separate gauges for each of your different Pokemon and trainers where they can each use a move. You're going to have one gauge, and when the gauge fills, you use an attack. You have to decide which Pokemon is going to use the attack at the time. That's cool. I was wondering exactly how that was going to work. I figured they would all have their own separate gauges and you'd have to juggle between them, but it's pretty much just the gauge is going to fill up and you select who's going to attack one at a time. Various moves, there are some moves that can be used without consuming the move gauge, so that's actually pretty cool. There are certain things you can do that aren't going to mess with your move gauge, so not every single thing needs to be factored into the economy of the gauge itself, and we'll have to see exactly how that works once it comes out. And then this game has features players know and love from the Pokemon video games, such as X Attack and various potions that restore HP. So one of the things you saw in the co-op there is on the left side you had the Pokemon attacks, and then in the blue color on the right side you had the trainer support stuff, whether it was them using an X Attack to increase the attack damage or a potion to increase HP, things of that nature. So that's cool. And then Pokemon Masters also includes original moves for sync pairs that are bursting with personality. The number of times you can use sync moves per battle is limited though, so you have to time them just right. So it's kind of got that PP system that we have in pretty much all Pokemon games. Scroll down here, sync moves. Sync moves are powerful moves that can be used once a certain number of other moves have been used in battle, let loose with a forceful strike at just the right moment. So sync moves are, if you've ever played a gacha game like Dokkan Battle or Legends, that's like your super finisher move that you would use in a regular solo battle. There's an even more powerful move for co-op called Unity Attacks, as we can see down here, and let's scroll down to that a little bit. Unity Attacks are super powerful team moves that can only be used in co-op battles. So this is only when you're playing with other real players. Since each Unity's attacks type becomes that of the sync pairs the players have selected, if you target your opponent's weakness, your Unity attack can become awesomely powerful. So the key here is you want to make sure that you're using a attack type that is of the weakness of your opponent, and you want both of your co-op partners to be doing the exact same thing. In order to activate one, 3 players have to consecutively take actions to charge the Unity gauge. So you can't just charge the Unity gauge and then the other 2 players are doing whatever they're doing and you're, just kind of setting up for them. You have to all do it at the same time. That's cool. And then I believe the last one down here are the co-op battles. In Pokemon Masters, there are solo battles that you can play through at your own pace, and then co-op battles in which you and your friends can take down powerful foes together. So I think the way it's going to work is co-op battles are going to be sort of like raid bosses. They're going to be much more powerful than just the single player opponents that you fight. And then I believe that's just about it down here. But so far this is very exciting. I'm very happy that we're getting co-op battles. That was something that I was eagerly anticipating, but I wasn't sure if it was going to happen or not, and now I am through the roof. This completely changes the game. I was excited for the game before, but this takes it to a completely separate level, and I will be bringing more as we get more information for this. If you guys think I missed anything, if you guys are super excited for co-op battles, throw that down below, because I want to know what you guys think about these announcements so far. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.